Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Trinity.
And this is Pretty Big Talkers. Okay. So let's do an update of the last 2 weeks. I do want to preface this by saying I've had like 5 minutes of sleep because last night. So I was gaming because nobody decided to join me. So I was gaming with Noma. And then we got off at like 11? No, 10? Half past 10. And then I watched TV. And then I checked the time and it was 2 in the morning. And I was like, what the fuck? Can't feel it. Like, you know when you're tired, so you know it's late. I wasn't tired at all. So then I stayed watching TV until like 3. Went upstairs. I'm packing the stuff here to come here today, right? I'm checking if my mics are charged. I turned to my bed because I'm like, oh, I get to lay in my bed. The biggest fucking spider you've ever seen in your goddamn life is walking up the wall by my bed. I said, fuck no. I said, fuck no. I spent like a good 30 minutes trying to kill it. So, I'm like sleep deprived. And yeah.
I turned 20.
Oh yeah. She turned 20.
I turned 20.
But yeah, even tonight we're going out. Yeah, we're going out tonight. So,
Yeah, we're gonna try and meet Alyssa's love of her life because she's lonely.
I've never said that I'm lonely.
Just saying, if you were working in a school, you'd be getting cooked
Like by
by the
men?
kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your job. That's yeah.
Oh my gosh, wait. Yesterday though, I went to the double R class, like the with like the 4-year-olds, and I was like crouched down and sitting by them and watching them do their little show and tell. And one of like the little boy, he looks at me and he's like, I love your earrings, they're so cute. That was the highlight of my day.
The colorful ones?
I don't know which one he was referring to, but he said that he likes my earrings. And that was like highlight of my day, best compliment I could have gotten.
That's cute. So today's like episode, we're kind of like going to talk about like what's going on in the world. So obviously there's a lot going on in the world, right?
World War III is upon us.
Right. And if it's not that, it's global warming. It's water crisis. It's name some. I can't think of anything else. Name some. It's the recession of like women's rights in many parts of the world. The oppression of women. Name some.
I like how you hear me like name someone. I'm like, we don't have to talk about it exactly. I'm
just trying to name things off my head.
There's just a lot going on.
There's just a lot. There's just too much, right? So, did you just give me a stink eye?
No.
I'll kill you. Okay, anyway. So, we want to talk about like how young people are kind of raising awareness and stuff about that. Because like, personally, as somebody who is privileged enough to not have to be going through it, but actively witnessing it, it does feel helpless.
I saw a TikTok today that kind of describes that. It was like this kid in the USA, and he was like, youth around the world, is it just us in America that's suffering? Or is it you guys too? And South Africans were there like, guys, are like, we can't get jobs. One of the girls was like, I graduated from like one of the top universities in South Africa, and they said that not getting a job is my fault.
I saw a TikTok of...
Wait, can we actually put that TikTok in there? Because I thought it was kind of funny. Okay. Like, I'll send it to Josh.
Yeah, we'll add it. But I saw a TikTok of this girl, like, she was a janitor, but she has like a medical degree. And I was like, what the hell? Like, what is the point of all of this?
Nepotism.
Genuine. No, like, yeah. So, like, the reason why nepotism is such a problem is because it's so difficult to get anywhere, like, on your own. And the thing is, like, like, genuinely, I've been having, like, this thought these last, like, few months. But, like, what is the point of anything? Because it looks like we're all gonna die. It literally looks like we're all gonna die. And people, like, are we basically just working to die? But then also we can't get work. So do we just die?
We just die. We just die.
We just die.
We just die.
One of your reposts came up on my TikTok. It was something about polar bears. I saw it. I said, nope. Because, like, dude, no. Polar bears dying breaks my heart. Because they... it's bad. And it's not only them. It's like whales and turtles?
Turtles.
And, like...
Tortoise can't go in the water.
Right, okay, sorry. Right. Now I'm dumb. Now I think I'm dumb. Anyway. But yeah, it's just like all those things is like so sad.
If you ever feel dumb, just remember this one chick tried to teach a class that snakes are mammals. Really serious.
From school?
Really serious.
From school?
I can't say from where, but just know that I wanted to teach the kids the snakes was a mammal. Not my school.
I got told that I got told that dogs don't go to heaven.
By who?
I can't tell. You'd be surprised though. But I got told that they don't go to heaven. By who? I can't tell. But I literally got told they don't go to heaven. And it was just after my dog died, like my best friend dog, like my childhood dog. And I was like, does he go to heaven? And they were like, and I was like,
why don't they?
I was like, is there a different heaven? and then say like a few years later, I spoke to my mother about it, and she was like, dogs go to heaven? What the hell?
What's creation?
Destroyed my childhood. It did. It really did. But yeah, my best friend died, and I was told that he wasn't going to heaven. Stop. Oh, another thing that I want to touch on is like the emotional dysregulation that comes with seeing the good, like seeing a TikTok dance and then scrolling and like watching the news about like how a country is being bombed or like somebody was killed or like a climate crisis situation. So like when they talk about how like mental health is very deeply affected by social media, I thoroughly believe it's because of like the yeah and the influx of emotions that you feel. Like one second you're happy and the next you're sad. Like I can attest to this. Like I'll be in like doom scrolling at night and I'll see like a video and I will bawl my eyes out, and then the next video is like a funny video, like a funny like dance video or like an anime edit. Like the switch of emotions is not good for us at all. Like I thoroughly do not like, it's not good, but I still do it. I don't care. Right, do you expect a gamer to be like, what's the stereotype around gamers?
Have you seen Markiplier?
I don't. I've been told that he looks like my dad.
He is so fine. He does not look like your dad.
I've been told that he does.
Markiplier is so fine. Don't ruin Markiplier for me.
I've been told by 2 people. Because one time I posted a picture of them on their anniversary when my dad was younger.
Oh, okay. When he was younger.
And then somebody was like,
I think it was his hair though.
His hair?
What was your dad's hair like when he was younger? I forgot.
It was normal short hair.
Oh no, never mind. I don't know what it was then. But he does look like Markiplier. He does. Markiplier is hot. Like, Markiplier is good looking.
What does he do?
He does like gaming videos as well, like Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is what got him like big. I believe that as a country, we are the most unserious people on this planet.
Amen.
I mean, I feel like no other place can call their president cupcake without getting shot.
Yeah. Okay, so the story that we know, okay, if it's not true, you can fact check us, right? But apparently, can we talk about this? Is the government
So
going to sue us?
allegedly what happened?
Allegedly.
From what we know, we don't know if it's
There's no fucking way. Do you like my fringe? Do you like my fringe? Because I cut it yesterday.
oh cute.
It looked nice yesterday too.
And see you yesterday. I'm gonna put my phone off because I almost spilled the water all over it.
Okay.
Because like there's a big puddle outside.
I heard the waterfall. Okay. But yeah, I believe in aliens. I remember the epiphany came to me one day in like my NS class in primary school, and I was like, wait, shouldn't there be more of us? That's literally what I was like. And then I was like, wait, there has to be more of us. There's no way we.
Didn't they also find another planet and they call, like, I don't remember the scientific name for it, but they call it like Earth 2.0 because it has like an atmosphere and stuff that's very closely related to Earth. Yeah. I think it's in another galaxy though. It's not in like our
Which is bigger?
Milky Way.
Galaxy or the universe?
Universe is as a whole, galaxy is like think of it like the world.
Right, so
the
that's
galaxy is the
embarrassing
world?
because I wanted to become an astronomer. But
The
it's fine.
galaxy is the world.
Yes, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And what, like, the countries. Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, also like there's no like this is some main character syndrome that we think we're the only people around. Hello?
Maybe the aliens are watching us. Like, you know those like untouched tribes that are like still living? Like maybe we are that for them. Maybe all the other like planets know each other and we're just untouched tribe.
If you've watched Invincible,
yeah, we're probably
Yeah.
just that untouched tribe.
what if they like try to come and kill us? Honestly, valid. We deserve it, I think.
Just leave the animals.
Yeah. Poor dinosaurs. Okay, so the South African perspective on like what's happening around the world, right? One thing that I can talk about is like the jokes that people are making about fuel prices.
I saw somebody, you know those I'll put a picture up. Well, Josh will put a picture up. You know those not bicycles but those black small like ride-on toy things that we all had when we were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was like, that's my new ride.
I saw a picture of a woman at the petrol station with that. And also somebody was like, if you steal my tires, you'll be doing me a favor.
Yeah.
I like messaged every group chat that I'm part of and I was like, so I'll be walking from next month. Cause like it looks like that. Like you have like okay, it's a fundamental issue because people are like, what are we gonna do? But also like, please don't like panic buy because I feel like we should have learned our lessons from COVID. To be fair, I don't think we were that bad. Were we that bad with panic buying?
My mom just used to buy like a lot, so she didn't have to go out for a while. So she used to buy like
buying in bulk and
then
panic
just-
buying are maybe two different things.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like we never toilet paper was crazy.
Was it? I don't remember.
Toilet paper was crazy. We couldn't find toilet paper. We had to go to like the
Smaller businesses.
yeah, yeah, the tuck shops. Because for some like okay, I know people find that word offensive.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
But in South Africa, it's not an offensive term. But I don't want to say it because like
don't say it. But I don't remember. I know bread was an issue.
Yeah,
because they were selling bread for 50 rand. You've lost your mind.
Well, to be fair, prices haven't gone down that much.
Bread's not. Yeah, bread's not. Okay, bread's not 50 rand though.
Did you see? I don't know who it was or what it was, but I just saw this video of this lady being like, "We bought a loaf of bread for every family." They went from food parcels to bread. Loaves of bread.
Sorry, that's not good. That's not funny.
I was like, oh my god.
That's not funny.
What's happening to our money then? Paying taxes for what?
Oh, I have a story. Oh, I don't know if I can tell it. Okay, I'll say it and then we can say. So, before my uncle and aunt left, they for Australia. Shout out to them. Anyway, they wanted to do something. They were like doing a lot of things that they wanted to do, but they didn't get a chance to do it. You know, like anyway.
Bucket list.
Yeah, bucket list. Before you leave your home country. Anyway, and so they wanted to go feed some place. I don't know where it was, which is probably a good thing, so I don't mention it. So they gave money. They gave like bands, right? And so they give you a catalog and you choose from what you wanna feed the kids. Like you have they like stir fry, like nice little meal. So like my aunt chose like really nice things, as you should, because you're paying for this, right? And they get there because they expect them to be giving the children this, but they're giving them like days old food, and then not the food that my aunt paid for.
It's a fly. It's a fly. You're fine. It's
and
a
like
fly.
not the food that my aunt paid for. And so like she was asking like, what's happening here? And yeah, all that money just gone.
That's why we just.
And like we've done like feeding like the homes and whatever.
Yeah.
Like one time it was my cousin's birthday, and so we went to feed, I think it was an orphanage. Was it? It was something, but yeah, like, and it was nice because we got to sit with the kids.
Yeah.
Like us as kids got to sit with the kids. The adults, I don't know what they were doing, but I was having a ball because I was eating food. But yeah, like I felt so sad. I was like, wait, so these like kids are just like, they're not getting what people are paying them for. Okay, pause.
I remember there was this video of this guy who went into a store and opened a cake, and he was just like raw dogging that cake.
Oh, it was. I think it was Checkers.
Checkers Hyper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the couch?
Didn't somebody steal like a hippo or something, or like a rhino?
I don't know if that was real. Actually,
Like it was just walking around.
A lot of fake news was going around.
Yeah.
A lot of like old stuff was coming up too, but there was a blue couch that was stolen. It was a very expensive blue couch, and that couch became a meme because it then ended up in some like, I don't know where it was, but it was in a place, but it was outside, and people were taking pictures of it, and it became a meme. And like it's crazy. It like we joke, right? But it was really bad. My mom's workplace got burned down. They were renting the place, so they did move, but it was bad. It was very bad. We were scared.
That's what I'm saying though. Like South Africa is such a place where it's like no matter what happens, we're making jokes about it.
Yeah, because also people were making memes, and people were like, "Y'all need to stop because other countries are not going to take us seriously." Because it was funny, it was hilarious, but it was also like we thought we were gonna die. Oh yeah, you wanted to talk about like cultural appropriation versus cultural appreciation.
Because
that's a nice topic.
Personally, I feel like cultural appropriation doesn't exist within South Africa. That's just my opinion, though.
She says that very lightly, by the way. We know it does exist.
It does exist, but it's not as big of a deal as it is like in America. Like,
I wonder why.
Like, you know,
it's because our cultures mix naturally, and we also like grew around each other. Does that make sense? Like, okay, an example. Because when we go to the club, you're gonna hear white girl music, you're gonna hear amapiano, and then you're gonna hear a Bollywood mix. And all those matter, okay?
Like, I love using this as an example. One of my friends, she is African, right? She's African. I absolutely love when she wears saris and lehengas. Like, I encourage her because I think she looks so pretty in it, you know? And I remember when I was in high school, one of my other friends, she brought some of her like traditional African like beads, like, you know, those really pretty beaded skirts and stuff. And she was like, you know, Trinity, try this on, it'll look so nice on you. Like, that's how we were brought up. That's how we
it's also a thing of, if you use something from another culture, you acknowledge it, you respect it, and you use its God-given name.
Yeah. Not Scandinavian
I was going to say,
scarves.
not Scandinavian scarves or chunky bracelets. Anyway, yeah. Because also like food, spices, those types of things, like
Oof.
it's all...
When I say that our foods mix together so nicely, I love chakalaka. One of my friends, I love it so much. One of my friends, her mom used to make like the best ever. And every time her mom would make, she'd bring for me, and it was like the best thing in the world.
My mom had like a
It was so
period where
nice.
she was obsessed with chakalaka, and she used to
So
make it all the
nice.
time, and that's why I hate it. My dad and I absolutely hate chakalaka because of that time period in our lives where that was all she would make for us.
I feel like our foods mix well, though. Like, I feel like if you go to a restaurant, you're gonna see a mix of different cultural foods in it.
Definitely.
Like, you'll be getting biryani on one side, you'll be getting like chakalaka on the other.
White people food.
White people food. Yeah.
Even white people, like, one of my mom's closest friends, she's a white lady, and she cooks Indian food. That is their like main food. She phones my mom sometimes, and then she like asks for advice on like cooking, and she like talks to my dad because my dad cooks, and like he'll give her advice. Like, we are so like this, like this.
All of our cultures, we are mixed. All of our cultures, we are together. We are together.
We are together. Also, so I wanted to talk about this because somebody, shout out to that girl, I forgot her name, I'm sorry, but she brought, like, she said, why don't you talk about this, because to bring an awareness would be so good, and like I totally agree. So there was a study done, I'm gonna read it because I don't want to get you any facts wrong. So there was a recent study in South Africa that tested 16 sanitary pad brands and several panty liners, and researchers found that every product.
We're back
Okay,
after
we're
a
back.
brief intermission.
Our phones are overheating.
Yeah, mine was on the dashboard, and it was still overheating.
Anyway,
first it was the
peep
wasp.
my gen card. Anyway,
first it was the wasp.
Today's
Then Friday the 13th was yesterday, so
dead ass. I didn't even know, and I was like, I saw the day. I was like, "Mommy, it's Friday the 13th." But also, they were saying because like, last year was when COVID was like officially like a
yeah,
pandemic.
pandemic.
People are like, maybe like this, maybe they'll like fix everything.
You look like that guy. You know that meme with the guy against the wall.
Guy, he's
he's
actually like somebody that's going through issues.
Yeah, he has a bunch of like
mental health.
Yeah,
I was like, why did we make this poor guy a meme?
it's because he was so like on the internet for a while, and he was so like funny about purposely like funny about it. And then when all of these things came out about him having
That's
like mental
so
issues,
sad.
everybody was like, "Oh my gosh,
It's so sad.
oh my gosh!" And I feel so bad. Like he had such a tough life. Like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for him. Why are you laughing?
That's so sad. I'm sorry. That's just how I.
She'll ask you if you want water if you're ever crying in front of her.
I can't handle emotion. A recent study in South Africa tested 16 sanitary pads and several panty liners. Researchers found that every product tested contained endocrine disrupting chemicals, so basically like hormone disrupting chemicals, right? These chemicals can interfere with hormones in the body and have been linked to reproductive problems and other health risks in long-term exposure.
And I mean, it's not like we're using it once a month,
Yeah,
for the rest of our lives. So I mean, we should be fine.
Minimum of 5 days once a month. Okay. Researchers warn that menstrual products might be an overlooked source of exposure because they are used regularly and in contact with sensitive tissue. You think? South African health authorities said the levels found were very low and no direct harm has been proven, so products were not recalled. Women's health is often being ignored. So, how I get that not recall thing, but if you have constant exposure to something, it's gonna add up, right? But it's also like the fact that like the testing on pads, they were using water, right?
Yeah, they weren't using blood or like any substitute for blood. They were using water. Did you know they came up with like I don't think it's a cure, but like to help endometriosis. But they only came up with it and started like proper like research on it because they found traces of endometriosis in men.
Yeah, because women's healthcare or like reproductive healthcare is not important because it doesn't affect a certain demographic of people.
Men.
No, genuinely, dead ass. It's so infuriating. And another thing is like, why aren't like sanitary pads, like anything to that degree? Why isn't anything free? Why is it all?
Didn't last week or the week before, like
There was a country made
it free. I forgot which country it was.
Yeah. But like kudos to those guys. But like, why isn't it free everywhere? Like, don't they give condoms out for free?
Like the librarian should.
Who's that to protect? disgusting. But yeah, so shout out to that girl who like said that we should talk about this. We do want like if y'all have topics like this, speak to us and we'll bring it up. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to my favorite segment, which I'm so excited for. We'll start now. Okay, so it's a story segment. So so there's two. So we asked you guys to send us stories. We gave you options and y'all chose to send us stories and like share the tea. Love that. I have two though. They're kind of long, but they're so good. So one's crazy and the other one's also crazy, but I laughed my ass off. Both these people wanted to be anonymous, so I'm gonna read this out, and I want your honest reaction, like no holds barred. Like I need to. Okay, right. So I'm so excited. Okay. Someone used my Instagram profile to harass a cancer survivor. You know what we should do? What? We should start a Reddit page. We should start a Reddit Okay, but listen. Right, so it's a bit long. Both are long, but it's fine. So this happened back in 2020, 2021. On a random day, I got an email from Instagram reporting a suspicious login from Joburg for my account. I reported it, changed my password, enabled two-factor, and didn't have a problem again after that. Months passed, then I received a DM from a lady I didn't know, and the preview said, "Little girl, I don't know who you are." I didn't bother opening the message. I just blocked and deleted it. I don't want that type of negativity in my life. I tend to mind my business and figured she probably got the wrong person. Sunday of that week, I woke up, got dressed for church, and went to the kitchen for coffee and breakfast. My dad's sitting at the table on his phone and calls me over. He asks me if the name Nancy rings a bell. I say no, I don't know a Nancy. I'm calling her Nancy because I forgot their real names. He shows me a Facebook account and asks, "Do you know this lady?" I said, "Nope." Then he shows me a picture of her and her husband. We'll call him Jonathan. And another picture of her with one of her friends. Let's call her Barb to stay on theme. I don't know any of these people, never seen them in my life. My dad's like, "Yeah, I thought as much." Now I'm confused why he's asking me this, and he's awkwardly smiling at me, so I ask what this is about. He shows me a Facebook DM he got. According to Nancy, I have been harassing her for weeks, accusing her of cheating on her husband, threatening to blackmail her, contact her employer, and expose the affair to Jonathan if she didn't send me money by Sunday, which by the way was that day. And Nancy's husband was sitting right next to her reading all the messages the whole time. Shout out to Jono for being present for his wife. Nancy sent all the receipts. Turns out there was an Instagram account impersonating me. Some random person basically duplicated my entire account. They took all my posts, screenshotted them, and reposted them with my name and profile picture. The username, though, was something like... I just stopped. Fuck! Anyway, it's fine. She said she doesn't care. Because my Instagram was public, they could take everything from it. I never tagged my location, but I did have a photography account where I posted illustrations, college projects, and studio photos I took on campus. And for those, I tagged the campus location. The impersonator gave Nancy that address and told her to meet there Sunday with the money or they were going to fight it out there and then. Girl. Anyway, her life is a movie. And the messages they sent her were insanely horrible. Things you wouldn't say to another human being, let alone someone who's a cancer survivor just living a peaceful life. Naturally, Nancy went full FBI detective mode on social media to find this harasser. She found my real Instagram, my photography account, my portfolio website, and my Facebook. My Facebook profile shows my parents, which is how she contacted my dad. She told him she just wanted to make him aware of the situation and that for her own safety, she planned to report it to the police. And when everything clicked, that's when everything clicked. The suspicious login attempts months earlier were probably the same person trying to hack my account. When they couldn't get in, they just made a fake one in my face. My parents know me and they immediately knew that I'm incapable of doing something like that. I even told them they could go through my Instagram if it helped, but they said they didn't need to. When we got back from church, they called Nancy and I listened in. I stayed quiet because I figured I'm the last person she wants to hear from. But she was actually very calm and respectful. She explained everything clearly and wasn't aggressive or rude at all. You could hear she was hurt, but she was composed. My mom tried searching the fake username, but it no longer existed. Nancy said when she found my real Instagram, she messaged the impersonator saying she found my real account and asked them to talk there. And after that, the messages stopped. Then the account changed completely. Suddenly, it was a meme and inspirational quotes page for couples with old posts and comments. Like it had always been that way. So, whoever did this basically archived everything and wiped their tracks, right? Nancy said she would still report it to the police, but would include that the Instagram account was fake and that I wasn't responsible. But one thing she said stuck with me. She told my dad, unfortunately, and I mean no disrespect, but please but because of the situation, I've attached a lot of hatred and resentment to the images of your daughter's face. I know it's not her, but this whole thing has hurt me immensely. And honestly, I understood. I couldn't fault her for that at all. After that, everything died down and we never heard anything about it again. Yo. I read that. I was like, girl, like she sent me voice notes. I was like, what the fuck?
Imagine somebody impersonating you to harass a cancer survivor.
Damn. Okay, second story. What?
I don't know.
What?
That's crazy.
Right?
I was gonna say I'm happy I wasn't like that's never happened to me. Like
Yeah,
you stay safe
God
though.
willing. But Josh is gonna enjoy this so much. Actually, let me close my eyes.
We're gonna cook.
It's fine. If it means you don't scream like that again.
And he flew by my ear.
Oh shit! You closed your window.
It flew by my ear.
God. Anyway, right. Okay, so
last time I came in through your side, I was trying to come in through my side. I was just
it
fast
wants
with
to
my
be
reflexes.
in the podcast. Tracy.
I was just fast with my reflexes.
It wants.
So I was like,
Tracy, you were trying to go in the back seat.
fast with my reflexes. You know those tea accounts who come out when we were in high school?
Yeah. Oh, you were on that? No.
No. One of my friends was on it, and because her and we became really close in like matric in grade 12. It was. Oh, I'll ask her if it's okay if I use her name.
Okay.
But yeah. So the two of us were like this in matric, and like we're still like really good friends. She just lives all the way in Joburg now, right? And this account came and started posting stuff, and one of the thing was her and Trinity are actually in a gay relationship.
It's lesbian.
Even,
no, you're
sorry, in a lesbian relationship.
I thought you were talking. I was trying to defend you.
Yeah, she's like it's in a lesbian relationship, and she's cheating on her current boyfriend with her. And I'm sitting here and I was like, what? And then like, what? And then it was like, yeah, we have a picture of the two of them kissing. So she messaged the account. I messaged the account like, yo, we want this picture. We want to see what we look like kissing too. And they never sent it to us. They ignored us. They never even they left us unread. So if you have that picture of me and a kissing, I want to see that too. But yeah.
Okay, wait. So we have to talk about this because this girl needs her colors. I would like actually crumble and die. That's so scary. That's scary, right? What did you do if that happened to you? If your account got taken and you were allegedly harassing a cancer survivor?
At that point.
Would you delete Instagram?
No. I'm going to the police. Thank you. Impersonating me on for my platform.
I went to the police once when that thing was happening where people were like, oh, there's pictures of you spreading around. And the guy was like, just delete your Instagram. I said no.
Why is the car making that noise?
It's not this car.
It is.
That's just the fan.
It's probably going off because we're being on.
Yeah. I want you to know, if you've ever we've all experienced it. We've all been through an experience. We all have bad experiences, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Sorry, it is hot, guys.
Okay, the time we got accused of attempted murder.
Okay.
Oh my god, this had me fucking rolling. Because it's so valid. Okay, so one day my parents left my siblings and I alone to go on a 3-day trip. They left that Wednesday morning and would be coming home Friday afternoon. On Wednesday, my sister and I went to school. I was in matric at the time and came home late in the afternoon with my aunt. My brother was home alone with a helper. And as soon as we got home, my brother left to pick up his best friend, who's like our cousin, to come over and chill. While my sister and I changed out of our uniforms and debriefed on our day, the helper comes to my sister's room and tells me she's not feeling well. So I asked her what's wrong, and she said she's feeling dizzy, like she's drunk. So I gave her water and sat her down and asked her what she ate. She told me she took a sweet from my brother. I asked her what sweet. She said the one that's shaped like a leaf. Right? So basically she knew, so she was like the one that makes people high. So she knew what it was, right? So basically she knew what it would do to her, and she ate it.
She stole it.
Her brother offered.
Oh, okay.
Because her brother's awkward.
Yeah.
And when he offers, he's like, you want some? That's literally what she said. But I didn't add that here. Anyway, now I'm like, okay, it'll pass in an hour or two. Why don't you take a break and relax and drink some water until you're okay again? No. This lady,
Shame.
just listen, right? This lady, mind you, she's early 50s. Right? She starts screaming and panicking. She's praying and shouting and fanning herself and throwing water everywhere. She says she's gonna phone her sister to pick her up. I said, okay, no problem. My brother comes home with his friend and she loses her shit. She accuses him and his friend of trying to kill her. Right? She kept yelling, "You trying to kill me," over and over. Then she started crying and screaming. Then she called the police. Then she phoned her sister, but it wasn't working because she had no airtime. But she accused all of us of blocking the Wi-Fi. I don't know how that makes sense. Anyways, I'm trying to calm her down and she's screaming at me. I even offered to call her sister for her and she's like, no, my brother is panicking now because he's also high. Can you imagine this? Right? So I called my aunt, not my parents. I didn't want to stress them out. My aunt says she's on the way to my house with my uncle. So we have a huge garage gate and then another gate at the bottom of our driveway. Both remote control. I heard someone hooter and immediately thought it was my aunt. It wasn't. So when I opened the big gate, no one was there. Then the helper comes running down the driveway and starts screaming on the road that we're trying to kill her. She jumps onto the bottom gate, which is pretty high, and continues screaming. Then this 50-something-year-old woman starts climbing the gate. I'm screaming, telling her to wait so I can open the gate for her, but she didn't listen. Instead, she climbed all the way to the top. And instead of climbing down, she fell on her knees. Wait, listen. Oh, okay. She then starts limping onto the main road.
Shame.
I can't breathe. Wait. I opened the gate. I wasn't wearing shoes, by the way, and ran onto the main road to pull her away. She and I were inches away from getting knocked. She stopped another vehicle and told them that we drugged her and now we want to kill her. The driver asked me what happened and I told him like what happened. That then her boyfriend, who's way younger than her, she prefaces that, all mad, loads her into the van. She also told everyone who came onto the road to see that we drugged her with a biscuit. She had one of my mom's homemade sugar biscuits in her apron. So they said they're going to investigate to see if it was drugged, and it wasn't. Anyways, long story short, she never came back. She wanted to take it to court, but she screwed herself over with this biscuit story, and my dad paid her 6 weeks leave. I'm reading this shit and I'm like, what the fuck? I was telling my mother and my mother was dying. Bro, that is crazy. That is crazy. But it was also so funny.
Also, before anyone takes it the wrong way, when I said she stole it, I meant she just picked it up and ate it. I used the word steal very loosely.
Stole what?
When I said that, she stole the...
I
use the word steal very loosely. Like, sometimes I go to somebody, I'm like, I'm stealing this. It just basically means
she steals
I'm taking
everything.
it. Yeah.
It's not like that.
It's not like that.
But yeah. He basically...
No, just...
Can you tell that we're struggling? Can you tell? I hope you can. But yeah, so that was like the last segment.
Do you want to read any other stories? Because we probably have another one. Do you want to check?
No, I didn't save anything
Okay,
else.
that's fine.
There was one from like, I think an ex-pupil of yours. But he's like 14, so I didn't want to share his story.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know you're probably going to watch this, but just for your safety, I didn't want to share because you're still young. Because I was like, oh, cute. And then I stalked him. And then I saw his most recent highlight or something was him with a cake that said 14.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to share your story.
Grade 7, like 2 years ago, when I was volunteering at primary school.
Sad though. Not sad. Girls be bitches. Amen. Right. So, is there anything else you want to say before we end?
Don't die, just cry.
Don't get high on your own supply.
I'm trying to think of something that rhymes. Wait, don't get high on your own supply.
Be the change that you want to see in the world.
Be the change you want to see in the world. Don't let a wasp into your car.
Live, laugh, don't do drugs. I feel like that's a good theme. Live, laugh, don't do drugs.
Park, dom, live long.
Park, dom, live long.